Breaking news, my lovely, wonderful people. It's happening. Yes, so my people, you can't begin to imagine what is going on right now. The vice president has admitted threat to Nigerians' lives, economy under Tinubu, especially with what happened to the Yobe State Governor Malamboni. You know, that guy was chased by Bokos, and everybody was just wondering what exactly was going on. Bokos were chasing a duly elected governor, you know, and for him, because he has an entourage with him, and they were able to repel back this set of people who came with an intention to eliminate him. What happens to others? You know, what happens to others? These are part of the things that are going on, and every single person is just watching and waiting to see what will go on from here. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details as we get all that is really happening. The vice president admits threat to Nigerians, their lives, their economy under Tinubu, with the governor of Yobe State being chased by Bokos. These are very, very difficult times, and everybody is wondering and looking forward to what next. The Vice President, Shettima, said he's optimistic that Nigeria will overcome its challenges. Why won't you be? Talk is cheap. You are eating. There is food. Even if there is no food in Nigeria, it comes to you first. Why won't you be optimistic? Continue to be up to with the citizens' intellectual capacity and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's leadership style amidst domestic threats to lives and the economy. In fact, the governor of Yobe State last week was chased by Bokos in broad daylight. Mr. Shettima said this at a reception in Ibadan, according to a statement by his media aide Stanley. Under Mr. Tinubu's hardship forced on millions of Nigerians have worsened, with price of food, fuel, and other essential commodities skyrocketing amidst historic free fall of the value of the naira. The reception was organized in honor of the Vice President by the University of Ibadan Muslim Graduate Association. The Vice President, who underscored the importance of domestic solution, urged Nigerians to harness and to ensure that they are prepared for the times ahead. It will be very important at this time to have a small farm at your backyard. We need to be resilient with the economy as we build and be patient. You can say that because your salary is coming every month. You can't say that. I wish to share with you that even as Nigeria strives to overcome the current challenges, the consequences of global political events around us and domestic threat to our lives and economy is upon us. Mr. Shettima said we are comfortable that and confident that things will improve. With the intellectual capacity and the crop of people that the president has picked, they will work with him to bring about a desired change for Nigeria and for Nigerians. However, many people continue to go through the struggle as Nigerians are wondering what next. The vice president emphasized the importance of education and collaboration in preparing the nation towards a brighter future. Mr. Shettima said, "My time at this premium institution not only reform my belief in the equalization of power of education, but here I learned the wisdom of viewing each other as brothers and sisters in the world that we found ourselves." This is what is happening. The vice president admits that, there is hardship in the land, and his advice to Nigerians is that everybody have a small farm at their backyard. They should have he said it will go a long way to help. He said Nigerians needs to be resilient. We understand your words and what you have said, but beyond that, what real workable advice do you have for Nigerians? Because it's beyond you coming to make a fantastic statement that has been written for you that you have not even digested. Have you seen what the people are going through? Have you experienced it? I guess the answer is no. When you have money to be able to afford what you need, yeah, you can talk because talk is cheap. It's when you cannot afford, when you can see struggling. Do you know how many people have died since Tinubu came in? Do you know how many people have died? Some companies that are in Nigeria have folded up. You know why? The Naira free fall. They can't, they can't keep up with the market. Cost of production, because of the way we have regulated things, is in dollars. How can people afford it? The business will not thrive, so they have to move on. So there's a lot of things that have happened as a result of choices. When Nigerians went to the polls to vote, they voted the choice that they felt would be good for them. Here we are today. You know, actions have reactions and they have consequences. You will live with the decision that you have made. Yes, of course, Tinubu is his principal. It's a duty for him to ensure that the choice of his principal is well protected and preserved. He must ensure it. It is a duty. He must do everything he can, humanly speaking, possible to ensure that he does that. However, what happens next? What happens next? You see, so these are very, very strategic times and seasons that we are in, that nobody should take it for granted. Because if the nation succeed, we succeed. Again, we saw what happened. You know, when I go back to the Supreme Court issue, I feel pained personally. I feel pain personally. Let's even leave the certificate scandal from Chicago State University. Let's even leave out the drug bureau. The president of the country attended the university, a secondary school, secondary school, before the school came into existence. 4 years he came, he time traveled. He was ahead of his time. By all means, he was ahead. He came, he saw, he conquered. You don't understand it. The government have not even thought about it. Tinubu has already entered the school by himself, with himself alone. He has gone there, he has studied. He was the only student. He was the teacher, he was the judge, the jury, and the executioner. He was there, he studied, and at the end of the day, he graduated himself. He carried out the ceremony. No other person was there. In the middle of the night, all things were happening. By the time he has come and gone, succeeded, concluded the school, then the government of the country began to think about establishing that institution. We went to court. Nigerians, I would say Nigerians went to court because every, candidate, as a nation, we need to, reorder our priorities and ensure that the right things are done. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. God bless. Have a fantastic and a lovely day from us. Yes, bye for now. Remember, you have a voice. Bye-bye.